Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Reassembly. Last episode we upgraded our factory ship into a capital ship. In this episode we're going to design a space station to match the similar grandeur. So let's have a look at our current space box station. It's modest. That's probably the best thing we can say about it. It has pointy guns all over, which I actually like. I want to preserve that aspect. It has pointy fences all over, which is definitely useful. It has a tough outer shell of armbanks filled up with solar arrays on the inside, and it has a factory with a roof on top. It's like a little house. So, I like those things, but let's start over. We have bigger solar arrays, the 3x3 rather than the 2x2s. So I'll use those as the basis for our frame. So, we have a big box. We have the command module all the way in the center. So let's start with power generation. That's going to be an obvious core requirement of this core. But maybe that's slightly too ambitious. But at least going so like this. It's a 24 power cores, all arranged in a grid. Then we can add some protector shields in the corners around it. Then we still have a space in here that we currently aren't using yet. We could add big beam weapons. That connects things up pretty well. So when things get too close, we can shoot. So this is already 2500 points. It goes really quickly. So this is 105 points, but let's add a factory like that on each side, nicely within the bubble dome. Wow, 3000 points. So if we add this one on all the sides, that's going to be enough for a first version, I think. 3500 points. But the good thing is I don't think the space stations or any ship that you build from your factory, I don't think they are tied by the same limitations as the size of your capital ship. So in this case I think this will work. So this is a Mark II. So this is definitely an improved version of the space station. It has way better shielding. I think it has a lot more lasers, and it has better power generation, so it actually should be able to sustain everything as well. So let's just throw that in as the fourth item that we built. So we built a solar farm, a laser disc, a drone boat, and a laser box station. But we have a second type of station that I want, and that is a drone station. So let's take all these antenna things off again. So that's 500 points. It wasn't that much. It's the inner core with all the protector shields and with the defense lasers and all the generators. This is where the real cost is of this thing. But then again, they're stations, you build them and then they do their thing. Well, let's put drone launchers on. We have a lot of power generation already, so we are pretty good in that regard, I think. So we can just add a bunch of these. Let's see, if we add 2 to each corner, so to say. 2 here, 2 there. And then repeat that on this side. Repeat it here, then we got 4 on each side, so that's 16 launchers. So that's going to be a terrifying amount of drones. For 4,000, just under 4,000, just over 4,000 points. So this is a drone box station. Mark 1, of course. So we need to. Next up is the laser box station at 3,500 points. I think actually we can take the solar farms out and just put a drone box in. So we cycle 2 stations, 2 ships, 2 stations, 2 ships. And we need more points for that. So let's explore this side of the map, see what's there. Since we've been going in this direction, let's complete this a little. And then in those new sectors we can just plop down the new stations to mark our territory. So that's going to be fine. Okay, I'm getting annoyed by how immovable this behemoth is. So for now, protector shields, they go, and instead we get a ton of thrusters. We can always add them back once the navigation issue is sorted, but traveling long distances with a ship that doesn't handle, yeah, that's not really a good idea. So maybe as a variation I should actually also just have forward or thrust that actually pushes us forward, rather than only having that incidentally as a side effect. Then we can take these little things off. So let's have a look. Get rid of some shields. Sidewards facing don't really have them. Yeah, we have those on the inside, but that's not enough, so let's also make some sideways facing thrusters. So yeah, let's do it there and there. How many points have we left? That's 26, so that's at least 1 on each side, and then we have 12 points to spare. Okay. I think as far as thrusters go, this is it. Yeah, they're still growing. 3 on each side, 4 on each side, and I think that was it. 5 on each. So this is moving way better. So if we now go forwards, yeah. Okay, so this ship handle now handles better, and if a ship handles better, that's already half of the battle not lost. that a neutral? No, those are activated spawners. Okay. This is an interesting looking environment. Let's wreck it. So let's explore up here a little bit. This is just an unconquered void, isn't it? Hey, there's a minimap that shows a station this way. So let's jump in. Agent Asa destroyed one of your stations. I am not a fan. This is a Mark I laser box. Let's see, we can go that way. We actually have enough points now to... Yep, we have enough points for a laser box Mark II. So let's plop that out. Plop. Piggybacking a little bit on the parts that were there before. In terms of size, I don't think it's going to be that much larger than the previous one. Actually, it's smaller. Wow. Okay, so note to self: if you want to make stations look impressive, at least make sure they're larger than the flagship. But it's very well armed, so in the end, that's the surprise. The surprise benefit, so to say. You won't expect it, and then suddenly, boom, you're dead. Is a laser box Mark II. Awesome. We get one of those for free now. I approve. Oh, so much firepower. And look at all those drones. Oh man, this is just too funny. Let's see, we had Asa, yeah, captured a station. So let's head this direction. There's another agent coming in as well. Maybe just actually go there and then go there, so since it's kind of on the way. Yeah, let's do that. And then just blow up some red ships for good fun while I'm on the way. I do like the look of the red ships. They just look so aggressive. They really are the predators of the world. So many yellow ships everywhere. Hey, I think I passed by a capturable point. Yeah, I have to go back there. There is an achievement in this game to capture every capturable station on the map. So if I'm going for it, but I might as well make an effort to see how feasible it is. Knock the station away. Which one did we get? Ooh, drone box! Seems just like just cycling through the stations. That works for me. So then we go back to the mental 142 fleet. See what's in there. Almost there. Let's wait a little bit for the fleet to catch up. Also, we have enough points that we can actually just drop down a drone station, drone box station. Give it a little bit of time to grow. So it looks like it's... Yep, now building the drones. Shields are up. Awesome. Drone box ready. What are we up against here? Ooh, they look pretty. Scarabs. Pew pew lasers. Missile cruiser 3. That's a lot of missiles. There's a Golgor. Looks like a space station. And we defeated this fleet. Excellent. So then, let's see, devastation. Then we go towards Isa. But first, take out a straggler. Little shippies. Yeah, they're just it's too small to even bother with. Hey. Oh look, it's a shuriken that escaped us from before. Then the question is, can it escape from the fleet? I don't think so. Nope. You can run, but you can't escape the fleet. Cool. That's another laser box too. I think we have enough point to make yet another laser box 2 of our own. Which is also pretty useful. So let's target that fleet. Put down space station and then just engage. Wow! They were coming from the sides. They were waiting for me. It's an ambush. No, this is just devour. This is from an earlier fleet. apparently we destroyed Devo's fleets. So this was just the last one. I thought we already defeated this. That was wrong. But this was a nicely executed ambush. I have to comment the AI on that. So dropping a drone station down there. A new enemy is a saucer Mark 1. It's a hollow saucer, isn't it? It's just a frame. There's no actual body in there. So... destroyed one. Let's see, destroyed another. Yep. This one. Next. They do have a lot of firepower. I'm suddenly down to only 10 ships. 9 ships. Well, they have a scary number of drones, is what I'm only now realizing. So they're using similar tactics to me. That's what I have with my drone boats. Okay, so this fleet has been declared defeated. Even though there are still ships. Okay, I think that's enough stations for now. Let's focus on rebuilding the fleet. So, Solar Farm Mark II. And the latest version of the other ships, and then just build those. A harvester from the earlier devour fleet. Get out of my way, asteroid. Right, there. It's the little one. Something behind that has the potential to take over by building factories or something, and in the end I'm going to have a problem with that. Look at all the resources. So let's see, we captured up here, we have the damage station down there. Yeah, see, there's more as a shipyard Mark 1. Yeah, those are factories, aren't they? Yep, they're factories. That's a problem. On the upside, look at the amount of social credits we got. 12,000. So building all those space stations was very good in that regard. So let's have a look at upgrades. We're now past 4,000 points which is when I was going to unlock the rocket drone launcher. So now we have all technology for this faction unlocked, and we can even add more points here. So we can actually build bigger, better ships. We're halfway there already. Target is 8,000 points and we already have 4,000. So the main ship is definitely going to make use of the extra points just to add more power generators. Let's do that now. So like that. And maybe add, let's see, we can add a couple more thrusters to help with braking and accelerating. Let's see, sideways facing. Let's add them to all sides. I don't think, no, we can't do that here, so can we take one of these off? Yeah, so now this is balanced. We have a ton of points left. Let's see if this helps. Okay, so the power generators have already grown. Look at that energy. It's now stabler. It still drains. And this is at ripple fire mode. Now this is at equal mode. Oh, this is nice. This is like a flamethrower. I love it. So these guns are going to be even more overpowered actually. So I'm thinking if we take one of these range amplifiers off, like that. Let's see, move these over here. We can add another velocity amp and another damage amp. And then reconnect it back. So bullets go faster and they deal even more damage. That's going to be a really nice thing to have, I think. So let's save and watch as the guns reconnect. Yeah. Yep, and that's the last bit. So guns, weapons check. Whoosh. So pretty. This is like a flamethrower. Need more power. Always need more power, but so that's another 12 power generators. That ought to be useful. Cool, they're already there. Yeah. Look at that energy meter. It's only draining slowly. Whoosh. So much recoil. I'm actually having trouble keeping this ship steady with this. I need to fire all thrusters forwards to basically stay in place. This is just so nice. And we can still almost reach the edge of the screen. And this is a 1440p monitor. This is... we can shoot very, very far. So these are beams of death. Let's actually make a snapshot. This is no longer the Mark 0, this is the Mark 1. I'm not quite sure, was the Mark 0 viable? Well, it's 1,000 points cheaper, so actually let's just keep it. This is a Mark 1. And copy it, so that way it can be produced. Oh yeah, we were on our way to capture blasting through. Is that that's a hostile shipyard. Captured that one. And there are plenty of enemies here. That's still the same fleet. They settled very nicely. Very nicely indeed. Mini freighter. So this looks like there's just a new faction in the game. Rather than just an agent fleet. This is cool. If you leave a agent fleet alone for long enough, they will become a nuisance. That's the key takeaway here. So this is very well done. I really like it. But I've been playing for half an hour already, so I'm going to end it here. So I thank you for watching. As usual, hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Leave a comment if you have anything to say. And with that, thank you for watching once again. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.